Good luck to all teams tonight.
Good evening, everyone. This is Griffin Fraley here at Richmond High School for tonight's Blue Water Area Conference action wrestling between Richmond and Cros-Lex. Richmond comes in ranked number 2 in Division 3, 4-0 in BWAC action. Cros-Lex also undefeated in league action so far. So this duel tonight will most likely determine a league champion. Starting off here at 112 pounds, Emmett Kettle of Richmond is up from 103. He's a junior. Kettle finishes a swing single for the 2-point takedown. He is facing Jackson Gonzalez of Cros-Lex as they go out of bounds. So Kettle in the top position. An early 2-0 advantage for him. Kettle is a junior. This is his first year starting for Richmond. He's ranked, I believe, 8th in the state right now. Kettle looking to get into a crab ride position here. In a little bit of danger. Maybe look for a little bit of a stalemate call here. He kind of settles back in on top. Nice transition there from Emmett. He was in a little bit of trouble, but he's able to reset, get into a little bit better position, looking for a power half, looking for a little bit of near fall here. Can't quite get it. Gonzalez of Cros-Lex showing a little bit of flexibility there. So we have a potentially dangerous situation. Stopped by the official with 34 seconds left. Kettle of Richmond still up 2-0. 2-1 now, actually. I believe they gave him a penalty point there. Kettle again looking for that power half. Trying to punch his arm through, looking for some sort of near fall, but can't quite get it. And time will run out here in the first period. Kettle does a nice job riding on top. Doesn't give up any sort of escape or reversal, even though he got into a little bit of danger there. All right, so Cros-Lex defers their choice to Richmond. Richmond chooses down here to start the second. Kettle still up 2-1. Kettle comes right to his feet. And looks like we're going to get a locked hands call on Cros-Lex. Locked hands and an escape. That'll be a point for the locked hands. A point for the escape, giving Kettle a 4-1 advantage now. Nice to see him come to his feet so quickly. Didn't spend a lot of time on bottom. Now he's into his front headlock, going head in the hole, looking for a takedown here. And Kettle does get his second takedown of the match. Another 2 points. We give him a 6-1 lead now. So he goes back to work on top. Kettle Turks Gonzalez over, and now he's actually looking for a fall here. He has 3 points of near fall coming. He can't finish the fall, but he's going to score 3 more points, so it'll be a 9-1 lead. Official still holding 3 here. He's not calling it a break on the hold that he had. Now he is. gave him the 3 points. Kettle looks to reset, maybe get another 3 points here as we're 30 seconds left in the second period. Kettle again looking to go power half on the right side here. Now he's going power half left side. Gets a 1 count from the official, but you need two counts to score any sort of near fall. So no points there as the second period runs out. So Emmett Kettle has a 9-1 lead. And Cros-Lex's Jeremy Gonzalez will choose neutral here to start the third. Kettle again in on a swing on the Cros-Lex opponent for his third takedown now of the match. He's got an 11-1 lead. So he's currently got a major decision. He will give up the escape intentionally here. He's going to look for as many takedowns as he can, looking for a tech fall, which would be a 15-point advantage for anyone new to the sport. There's another takedown for Kettle. That'll make it 13-2. He's got a minute 10 to work. He's got an 11-point advantage. And they'll go out of bounds and reset here with a minute left. Kettle leading. Actually, they didn't give him that last takedown, so it's still 11-2. Gonzalez of Cros-Lex is in on a high crotch. Kettle does a nice job here blocking down. And he might actually look to score off of the defense. And he does, so that'll be 13-2 now. 30 seconds left on the clock here. So time running out here. Kettle still riding tough on top here. In a fairly dominant 13-2 victory for Emmett Kettle, coming up from 103 to 112 tonight. And that major decision will give Richmond a 4-0 lead after the first match. So we move on to 119 pounds. Another junior coming out for Richmond is Hunter Keller. Keller coming from 112 to 119. He's the number 2 ranked 112 pounder in the state, returning state runner-up. Took second in the state at 103 a year ago, did Keller. And we have Ben Davis from Cros-Lex. So Ben Davis at Cros-Lex and Hunter Keller of Richmond matching up at 119. Keller in on a quick swing, looking to go straight to the back, working for an early fall. Keller scoring near fall points, and he makes quick work of Ben Davis. 19 seconds is all it took for Richmond's outstanding all-state wrestler. That fall will give Richmond 6 more points on the board. So that'll make it 10-0 as we move to 125. Richmond will continue to moving people up in the lineup. J.D. Gross now, the senior, coming up from 119 to 125 tonight. He is a 2-time state qualifier for the Blue Devils. And he is facing Connor Lilly of Cros-Lex. He's in on a double and an early takedown, 15 seconds in. JD has a wing in on the left side now, chicken wing looking for near fall points. JD did a nice job there. He had the chicken wing in, bumped his hips in, looking for it was a near side stack. He scores 3 near fall off of it. So he's got a 5-0 lead. Just over a minute in. As they work near the boundary here. They go out and the official will reset them in the middle. JD off to a fast start. 5-0 lead. Richmond leads the duel 10-0. JD Gross, the senior, he's a 3-year starter for Richmond. He was a state qualifier 2 years ago at 103, and last year at 112. Now his senior year at 119. He's bumped up to 125 for this match for Richmond. JD currently ranked 11th in Division III at 119 pounds. That's the end of the first period. Cros-Lex defers. Richmond will choose neutral. So JD got a quick takedown in that first period off his blast double. We'll see if he tries to go back to that now. As the two wrestlers are hand fighting. JD with a quick tap and a swing and a takedown to extend his lead out to 7-0. Richmond has dominated the action through the first 3 matches here. JD will release Connor Lilly of Cros-Lex there back to their feet. So that's 1 point for Cros-Lex. 7-1 JD Gross leads. Back in on his double. But they go out of bounds, so they'll reset with 1:13 to go here in the second. And again, the two wrestlers hand fighting with one another. JD in again on a double leg. This time he finishes it inbounds. Another 2 points will make it 9-1. So he currently has the major decision. And with 25 seconds left in the second, you imagine JD will be content to stay on top. Maybe see if he can score a cheap near fall before time runs out on the second period. He's got a wing in on the left side, which he did score near fall off earlier. But they will go out, reset. There's only 3 seconds left here. Lilly looking for a quick switch there at the end of the period, trying to get a point or 2 back. And now Cros-Lex is choosing top. This is the first time that the Cros-Lex wrestler Chris Lilly has been on top in this match. JD working to get into good position here. He's got to a sit-out position. Lilly does a nice job following. He's got the leg in. So now he's got JD flattened out. 30 seconds off the clock here in the third. JD still holds a 9-1 advantage for Richmond. JD works up to his base. He gets a quick reversal there. So that'll put him up 10. He's up 11-1. He's got a minute to work here in the third period. JD's got his right arm sunk in pretty deep on a tight waist here. He's doing a good job keeping Connor Lilly flattened out. Lilly working to his base, but there's only 30 seconds left now. And as time winds down here in the third period at 1:25, another fairly dominant match by a Blue Devil wrestler early on here. That 11-1 score will give J.D. Gross of Richmond the major decision. That'll put another 4 points on the board for the Blue Devils, who extend their lead out to 14-0. Richmond will continue to come up in their lineup. Josh Barton, a senior for Richmond, is ranked 14th in the state at 125, coming up to 130. He was a regional qualifier for Richmond a year ago. 2 years ago, he took 7th in the state. We have Jack Oliver for Cros-Lex. Oliver actually in on a double leg here. Barton, an impressive counter there to score 2 on defense. And he takes a 2-0 lead as they roll out of bounds. Barton, in his career for Richmond, has always been fairly dangerous in situations like that where he is able to counter an opponent's move. He often scores points off opponents' moves. He's got a wing on the right side. He's got a half on the left side. It can be very dangerous for the guy on bottom. Not a lot you can do when you get a deep wing and half in. Barton lost the half. He's still controlling that wrist. Well, looks like he's working for a hammerlock now. Actually, double chicken wing. He's going double chicken wing, taking both of the arms away. He's slowly trying to bump his way over. There is not much that Oliver from Cros-Lex can do here. He's got both of his arms behind his back. But the ref will stop the action here. Perhaps a potentially dangerous stoppage there. But Barton still leads 2-0, 46 seconds left in the opening period at 130 pounds. Oliver looking to switch. Barton follows. Again, looking to sit out. Barton trying to suck him back, and he actually does for near fall here. And he gets the full 5 count, and then he'll try to reset. He's got his 3 points. That'll give Josh Barton a 5-0 advantage. Another nice period for a Richmond wrestler against their Cros-Lex Pioneer opponents. Richmond, 4 matches in here, has mostly dominated the action. Josh Barton has a 5-0 lead here now in the second period. Barton hits a nice move here as we go straight to his back looking for a fall. It's a 5-point move. He's going to get 2 for his takedown, at least 3 for the near fall, but the near fall not needed. Josh Barton finishes off the fall. So that'll extend Richmond's lead out by another 6 points. So after just 4 matches, Richmond is up 20-0 on Cros-Lex. So we move up to 135 now. And Richmond is electing to void 135. Cros-Lex 135 there was Chris Lilly. He is the #1 ranked 130-pounder in Division II. He was a state champion for Cros-Lex a year ago. They moved him up to 135 tonight, and Richmond elected to void to him as they move Austin Bergeon, a sophomore, up in the lineup to 140. So that void in the last weight will put Cros-Lex on the board. It's 6 points for them. So it's now Richmond holding a 20-6 advantage. Now at 140, Austin Bergeon, the sophomore for Richmond, is in his first year as the starter. He's facing Xavier Zeus. Zeus, a regional qualifier last year for Cros-Lex. Only a regional qualifier, but he was in a pretty tough region in Division II a year ago, was Xavier Zeus. He's currently ranked 14th in Division II. So a good test at this point in the season for Austin Bergeon to see where he's at. We got a little bit of blood stoppage time, not a lot of action so far, 40 seconds in to the first period. All right, it looks like whatever is going on there is all cleaned up. So we'll restart. Just about halfway through the period. Zeus looking to get in on a high crotch, but Bergeon does a nice job defending it, scores off of it, but then Zeus gets a quick reversal, so now we're knotted up at 2 with about 30 seconds left in the first. Zeus has the legs in, looking for a power half on the right side now. Bergeon getting out of that. This is a nice piece of defense by Bergeon there, and Zeus reacted quickly. Only 10 seconds left in the first here. We're at 2-2. Nice first period for Bergeon of Richmond. Zeus will choose down here. Bergeon is showing the official he wants to do an optional start, and he will let Zeus up. So that'll give Zeus of Cros-Lex a 3-2 lead here. He's looking to get in on a leg attack. Bergeon did a nice job sprawling that time too, just like he did in the first. Fending off those attacks. We go out of bounds, and then we have a stall warning here. That was the first stall warning of the entire duel so far for either team. I believe that was called against Bergeon. So Xavier Zeus got in on a nice shot there, and he's got Bergeon put to his back. And he actually scores the fall here about halfway through the second period. Another 6 points on the board for Cros-Lex will make it now Richmond 20, Cros-Lex 12. So we move up to 145 now. This is Jack Shaland from Cros-Lex against Kevin McKernan of Richmond. McKernan, a sophomore, first-year starter. McKernan often enjoys quite a length advantage over other 145-pounders. Very long, levered athlete. Kernan does a nice job transitioning to the leg there. Shaland kind of stuffing the head down though, so no takedown here yet. Kernan still got a hold of the right leg. He's able to get his head off the mat, bring that leg up, but he loses the grip there. Now looking for a front headlock, transitioning into underhook. Shaland was looking for a move there, but McKernan transitioned into a double leg for the takedown. They'll go out of bounds. There's 36 seconds left in the first. McKernan has a 2-0 advantage. Shaland looking for a switch. Actually hits it here. 2-point reversal, 2-2 now. McKernan right up to his feet though. And he gets the escape back, so it's now 3-2 McKernan. Looking for a slide by. Transitions to the other side. It's near the boundary. Got to be careful not to go out of bounds. And the ref will call it out with three. No, actually gave it to him with 3 seconds to go. That's McKernan's second takedown of the period. Right on the boundary. Shaland of Cros-Lex here looking for another switch, but runs out of time. So it's 5-2. Cros-Lex with choice here in the second. Chooses down. Now a subtle little change there. McKernan lining up on the opposite side this time. He's had a little bit of trouble staying on top. Actually, the ref calling a 1 count there as Cros-Lex The Cros-Lex wrestler had his shoulders exposed to the mat. No near fall points awarded though. McKernan now in on a half. Now McKernan doing a little bit better job riding on top of the second period than he was in the first. A little bit more in control on top now. Looking to slip a leg in. They go out of bounds with 41 on the clock. McKernan of Richmond still leading 5-2. Richmond leading the duel 20-12. We get a caution here. Caution called on McKernan. McKernan with a nice back ankle breakdown, getting his opponent flattened out. Again goes to the back ankle, looking to flatten Shayland of Cros-Lex out, which he does with just about 10 seconds to go. Shayland was pretty dangerous on bottom in the first period, but McKernan does a lot better job here in the second period of controlling the action from top. And he rode him out for that entire 2 minutes. So he'll hold a 5-2 lead going into the third. Now McKernan will choose bottom. McKernan up to his feet quickly, and he escapes in a quick 5-6 seconds right there. Give himself a 6-2 lead. McKernan looking slide by. McKernan gets headlocked here. He's going to give up at least 2 for the takedown and a couple of near fall here. McKernan had a 6-2 lead. Still over a minute left here. Really close to the boundary here too. See if McKernan can manage to get his way out. He'll be down by a point regardless. It's the 3 near fall that Cros-Lex has coming. Will make it 7-6. 30 seconds left now. McKernan's got to do something. He's got to get off his back and score a point still to tie this match back up. Shoulders clearly out of bounds now. But there's only 15 seconds. He gives up the fall here. So another 6 points for Cros-Lex, makes it now 20-18. As we move to 152. And that happens sometimes in wrestling. You have an advantage, and a headlock is the great equalizer. But Richmond's got to shake that off. Still leading by 2. A lot of matches left in this duel. Richmond's senior Caleb Slaktovich now up at 152. Caleb has been in the program for a long time here for Richmond, and it's his first opportunity to jump into the starting lineup on a regular basis. A lot of kids might have given up and not waited for a whole 4 years for their chance, but Caleb getting that opportunity now this year. He's facing Michael Pueblo of Cros-Lex. Slaktovich with the early takedown for Richmond. And Pueblo looking for a switch, but Caleb Slaktovich of Richmond there does a real nice job of bumping into it as they work out of bounds. 55 seconds left in the first. Slaktovich with a 2-0 lead. Looking for a back ankle breakdown. Cros-Lex is going to get a point here for locked hands. So Slaktovich gives up the escape as well, so that'll tie this score up. So it's 2-2, 15 seconds left in the first. Pueblo again looking to get in on a shot. And some nice defense there by Slaktovich as the first period runs out. 2-2, Richmond's choice now. Richmond chooses down. So now this is Pueblo's first opportunity to go to work on top. Caleb to his feet quickly. Pueblo with the mat return. He's got a half in on the right side. Caleb back up to his feet now. Pueblo looking for another mat return. Slaktovich does a nice job staying on his feet, gets the escape. And he takes a 3-2 advantage now. Caleb Slaktovich was looking for a Russian tie there. The wrestlers break, now they go back, tie up again here. Pueblo again in on a shot, good sprawl from Caleb. There's 35 seconds left in the second. Slaktovich still leading 3-2. Cros-Lex will have choice in the third. You'd imagine they would choose down. Again, Caleb with a nice sprawl there. 20 seconds left in the second. Still on their feet. 3-2 Slaktovich of Richmond. Pueblo has not been able to get very deep into his shots. Slaktovich doing a very nice job defensively here in the first two periods. Second period action runs out. Cros-Lex coach immediately signals down. So Pueblo on bottom. Richmond's coach is signaling to go neutral. So with that escape, we'll be 3-3 in the third period. Caleb in on the leg now. See if he can finish it for a takedown. Not quite. Now Pueblo sprawls out. Now he's looking to score off defense. And he does. So each wrestler has scored once off of the other wrestler's shot. So Pueblo of Cros-Lex here has a 5-3 lead. He's got a wing in on the right side. A minute 15 to go. In the match. Caleb needs to get to his feet here, look for an escape and hopefully a takedown to take a late lead. He's down by 2. He gets the escape, so now he's down by 1, 5-4. Slaktovich down 5-4. He's got 50 seconds to get a takedown, which would give him a lead if he can ride it out. Pueblo in on a shot again, but Caleb switches to front headlock, looking to score 2. Not quite here though. We have a stoppage of a potentially dangerous right there. There's 22 seconds to go. Slaktovich of Richmond down 5-4. Needs a takedown to win it late. Got under 10 seconds to get the takedown now. Caleb in on a shot. Pueblo sprawls out, and the clock runs out. Pueblo of Cros-Lex will take 152 by a 5-4 decision. That'll put 3 points on the board for Cros-Lex, and they will actually take a 21-20 lead after being down 20-0 early. Now we come up to 160, where Richmond has junior Reagan Rewalt. We have Devin Dominique from Cros-Lex here at 160. So Rewalt and Dominique. Cros-Lex leading 21-20. So after taking the first 4 matches, Cros-Lex has rebounded to take the next 4 matches. So each team's got 4. Cros-Lex, however, scored an extra bonus point in there. So they got a 21-20 lead with 6 matches left in the duel. Dominique in on a shot. Rewalt trying to fend it off as they work near the boundary. No points there. 25 seconds left in the first. Scoreless. Not a ton of action so far in this 160-pound match. Rewalt looking to get in on a shot now, defended by Dominique. And time runs out in the first, scoreless. Cros-Lex choice, they will defer. Richmond will choose down. Rewalt to his feet, now looking for a reversal. He's going crossface, looking for that near ankle. He scoops the ankle up with his leg, gets the reversal. Rewalt off to the 2-0 advantage here in the second. Rewalt now getting Dominique flattened out. They start to come back to their feet. Rewalt will release them. That'll make it 2-1 now. You got about 40 seconds left in the second. Dominique in on a shot, but they head out of bounds. With 39 on the clock, Rewalt of Richmond with a 2-1 lead here at 160 pounds. Really late in this period, Rewalt gives up the takedown and gives up the 2 near fall. Right as time ran out, and now Cros-Lex gets a chance to choose down, and Dominique of Cros-Lex with that 4-point move right there at the end of that period gives himself a 5-2 lead. So now Rewalt's got some work to do to crawl back into this one. Down 3. Dominique with the escape. He'll take a 6-2 advantage with 1:30 left in the match. Rewalt in on a shot, looking for a takedown. There's 2 takedowns, so it's 6-4 now. Hoping to get some near fall is Reagan Rewalt to try to crawl back in, but now he'll elect to go back to his feet, so now he's down 7-4. Dominique in on a double leg. Rewalt's got a whizzer in, so no points here. As they work near the boundary, 47 seconds now. As they go out of bounds. Rewalt down by 3, so he'll need 2 takedowns to tie this match. He's got 43 seconds to do it. Nice job of whizzering to get out of that shot by Dominique. Rewalt keeps himself alive in the match with that piece of defense there. Still, he does not have much time. Dominique in on a shot now. Rewalt trying to defend it. Rewalt going behind, gets 2, and he's going to give up the escape. So now it's 8-6 with 15 seconds to go. Rewalt will now give up the takedown. He was in a little bit of desperation mode there. And the clock runs out. He will drop a 10-6 decision. That'll give Cros-Lex another 3 points. Now they take a 24-20 lead. Richmond is sending sophomore Wesley Peters out here. Peters placed 6th in the state at this weight class a year ago as a freshman. Pretty impressive freshman year. Peters now ranked number 3 in Division III, only a sophomore. Good matchup here, though. This is Vincent Scarmuzino of Cros-Lex. He placed 4th in the state a year ago, so a matchup of all-staters. Scarmuzino ranked 9th in Division II this year after his 4th place finish last year. Peters ranked 3rd after his 6th place finish last year, so probably the best head-to-head matchup of the night between these two. Scarmuzino was looking for a shot, just missed it. Peters then just missed one. Now Scarmuzino's in on a shot. Peters looking to defend. Scarmuzino scores the takedown, so he takes the early 2-0 lead. Scarmuzino's got legs in, looking to power half. Scarmuzino is a junior for Cros-Lex. Stop this to potentially dangerous. Now Peters will be given a reset here. 26 seconds left in the first. 2-0 Scarmuzino of Cros-Lex with the lead. Back to their feet. Peters looking to escape. Scarmuzino drops down to the leg. Peters still fighting it off. He's got about 10 seconds to try to get the escape. Official will call this out of bounds with 6 seconds left. Time will run out here in the first period before Peters can attempt any more escapes. And it looks like we got a little bit of blood time here. Scarmuzino pointing to his mouth. After the first period between these two all-state wrestlers, Scarmuzino scores the first takedown, and now he will choose bottom to start the second. So Peters on top. Peters does a nice job of getting Scarmuzino flattened out here. Another really long levered athlete. He's got the advantage on leverage in most of his matches. Scarmuzino coming to his base now. Peters has a hammerlock on the left side. He loses control of it, but he gets Scarmuzino flattened out again. Comes out to the right side. Digging a knee into the back here, looking to bring him over to his back. Switches sides now. Peters doing a real nice job on top. He's been in pretty dominant position for the last minute here of this period. Just over halfway through the second. We got a warning stalling on Scarmuzino. The next stall call would give Peters a point. First one's just a warning. Peters still flattening Scarmuzino out pretty good here. He's got the hammerlock dug in on the left side. Looking to pull the head in. Trying to score some near fall before this period ends. Peters still down 2-0. He's got choice in the third. Peters hopping side to side. Very dominant. And he actually gets the stall call right there at the end of the second period. So not only did Peters ride the entire 2 minutes, he also scored a point on stalling. So now Peters only down 2-1 and has choice. Very good period for Peters there. So now Peters will go down to try to tie the match. Comes right to his feet, escapes within the first 2 seconds. So now we're 2-2. Now remember, Scarmuzino has been warned. So Peters, you'd imagine, would be looking to attack here. Scarmuzino gets another stall call. He'll be down by a point. Peters looking for angles on a shot. Fakes a swing to the left side. Now Scarmuzino in on a swing, switches to a double, and he finishes it for 2, so now it's 4-2. Scarmuzino with 2 takedowns in this match for his 4 points. Peters still not out of it though. He's still got 1:10 to work. If he can come to his feet. Scarmuzino looking for a cradle. He's got it locked up. Peters has 40 seconds to fend this off. Try to save some team points here. But Scarmuzino finishes his cradle off. He scores the fall with 30 seconds left in the period. Puts 6 on the board. Now Cros-Lex has opened up a 30-20 advantage. Now we're down to the final 4 matches of this duel. Richmond will need to be in comeback mode now. Not something that they've been accustomed to in league action over the last many years. So we have Noah Montanari, a senior from Richmond. He's a regional qualifier a year ago. He's ranked 6th in the state. He's facing Noah Croft of Cros-Lex. A battle of Noahs. Montanari gets behind. Now he needs to get him to the mat for 2, and he does. Let's see if Richmond can dig back into this duel now with their trio of upper weights coming up. Richmond very strong at the top of their lineup. Montanari, as I mentioned, regional qualifier a year ago, but that doesn't quite do justice, as he was knocked out of the regional by 2 of the very top kids in the state. Actually lost to the state champion by a point to get knocked out of the region. So while only a regional qualifier, still a very strong wrestler for Richmond is Montanari. Looking for a nice finish to his senior season. He scores his 2nd takedown here. of this match, so he's up 4-1. Over a minute gone in the first period. Montanari maintaining a pretty dominant position on top here. As time runs out on the first period. So the 2 takedowns for Montanari will give them a 4-1 lead into the second. Cros-Lex deferred choice here. Richmond chooses neutral. Montanari looking to go underhook. Croft of Cros-Lex is called for stalling there as he backs out of bounds, trying to avoid the offensive maneuvers of Montanari. Montanari, his 3rd takedown here of the match. Going to give him a 6-1 lead, out of bounds with 1:15 to go in the second. Richmond chooses to give up the escape back to their feet. 6-2 now, Montanari. Montanari finishes in a Merkel position here. That's another 2 points, so it's 8-2, back to their feet, 8-3. Montanari of Richmond controlling the action here at 189. Croft trying to shoot. Montanari sprawls out. And he counters Croft's shot attempt into a takedown of his own. Was looking for a little bit of near fall there, but none. So Montanari leads 10-3 now, 20 seconds left in the second. Time runs out on the second period. Noah Montanari of Richmond leads 10-3. Cros-Lex is down. Montanari signals to the ref that he wants to go back on his feet. So a 1-point escape there makes it 10-4. Montanari slide by for another takedown. 12-4 now. Montanari looking cradle now. Brings Croft back. He's scoring near fall here. Looking for a fall to try to bring Richmond closer back into this match. Croft breaks the hold though. 3 near fall for Montanari will make it 15-4. Montanari now looking bundle for a fall. Now looking to settle back. He's still scoring near fall here. He's got 40+ seconds to work with, and he doesn't need it all. 43 seconds left on the clock when Montanari scores the fall. 6 points for Richmond, brings them within 4. Cros-Lex now leads 30-26. Now Richmond has Luke Davis coming up at 215 pounds. Davis ranked number 1 in Division III. He is a returning state runner-up for Richmond. And Cros-Lex will forfeit that match. So 6 points for Luke Davis. The number 1 ranked 215 in the state puts Richmond back on top 32-30 with 2 matches left in the duel now. Looks like Cros-Lex's 215 Nicholas Puebla ranked number 14 in Division II at 215, coming up to heavyweight to face Dan McKernan, a junior from Richmond, who is the number 5 ranked heavyweight in Division III. McKernan was a state qualifier as a sophomore. McKernan with the early takedown. A fall would put the duel away for Richmond, because that would put them up 8 with only 1 match to go. So they're up 32-30 now with only heavyweight and 103 remaining. Dan McKernan having a fine season for Richmond at heavyweight. After being a state qualifier as a sophomore a year ago. One of the harder workers to come through the program. And of course, he's got a good training partner with Luke Davis at 215. .53 seconds left here in the first at heavyweight. Dan McKernan of Richmond leads at 2-0. The Blue Devils lead the duel 32-30. McKernan finishes hard. You hear that thud throughout the whole gym with those big heavyweights hitting the mat. McKernan was looking for near fall. Puebla, big strong 215-pounder, does a nice job fighting it off. McKernan now looking for the hammerlock. Puebla comes to his base to try to counter as they work near the boundary. Good strong work here by Dan McKernan as they go out of bounds with 16 seconds to go. McKernan again looking for a half on the right side. After one period, McKernan leads 2-0 over Puebla of Cros-Lex. McKernan of Richmond will go down here to start the second. A nice Granby roll from the big heavyweight for Richmond. He gets out of the bottom position real quick there to take a 3-0 lead. McKernan really pushing the pace here. McKernan looking double underhooks here. Puebla's got his fists into the chest of McKernan, trying to fend it off. Puebla with a little push there as they go out of bounds. Working back into the center now. 40 seconds to go in the second period. McKernan takes Puebla feet to back. There's a short time here left in the second. Don't know if he can quite get the... Actually, he does. With just 2 seconds left on the clock, McKernan finds the fall. He goes feet to back. 6 points on the board for Richmond. That'll lock up the duel for the Blue Devils. They take a 38-30 lead into the 103 match. So now Richmond can breathe a little easier as they send out their freshman Noah Harris at 103. Harris ranked 13th at 103 for Richmond. Brody Simon is the Cros-Lex wrestler here at 103. Noah Harris of Richmond. Harris goes front headlock, goes head in the hole, and he's behind for 2 with the early takedown. And they go out of bounds. Just about 30 seconds into the first. Harris up 2-0 for Richmond. Harris goes with a tilt there. He's got at least 2 near fall coming. He did get the 5 count, so 3 near fall. Gives him a 5-0 lead. He goes hammerlock to the back for the fall. Noah Harris with just over a minute into the period there scores the fall at 103. 6 on the board for Richmond. So they fight off a tough challenge from the Pioneers of Cros-Lex, but Richmond comes out victorious 44-30. That makes them 5-0 on the year in the BWAC. Cros-Lex falls to 4-1, and we will have the match with Richmond and Emily City coming up.